If we wanted to understand a zombie scientifically, we'd have to start with the brain, not the horror movie version dripping with rot, but the real human organ. 3 pounds of electrical storms and chemistry that make you, you. So let's take it apart layer by layer. Because to build a zombie, you don't need to reanimate the dead, you just need to disable the right parts of the living. The frontal lobe is where we start. It's your control center. It handles judgment, reasoning, morality, and self-restraint. It's the part that says, "Time to bite your neighbor," or "Maybe Donity sprint into that fire." A destroy or shut down the frontal lobe, and the human mind becomes impulsive, violent, and reactive. You'd still move, still see, still eat, but without conscience or foresight. This is the first step toward zombification, frontal lobe failure. Next, the amygdala, the brain's fear and aggression hub. It's an almond-sized cluster buried deep in your temporal lobe, always scanning for threats. When it's overactive, fear turns into rage. When combined with a broken frontal lobe, that rage becomes unregulated, blind aggression without inhibition. In nature, that's how rabies works. Inflammation of the brain pushes the amygdala into overdrive while the cortex burns out. Result? An organism that attacks anything nearby. And then there's the hypothalamus, the body's drive regulator. Hunger, thirst, body temperature. A virus that disrupts this system could make you endlessly hungry, unable to feel full or satisfied. That endless appetite we see in zombie lore, it's not far-fetched. It's what happens when the hypothalamus can't shut off survival signals. The body keeps moving, keeps feeding, even when it doesn't need to. Now we move deeper, to the brainstem. This primitive structure runs the body's autopilot: breathing, heart rate, balance, reflexes. If a pathogen destroyed higher regions but left the brainstem intact, the infected body could still move, breathe, and stagger, all without consciousness. Think of it as a car engine left running with no driver behind the wheel. The cerebellum, tucked under the brain, keeps movements coordinated. Damage it and motion becomes jerky and uneven, exactly the shambling gait we associate with zombies. It's not clumsiness, it's neurodegeneration. So let us put it all together. Frontal lobe, offline, no reasoning or inhibition. Amygdala, hyperactive, constant aggression. Hypothalamus, overstimulated, endless hunger. Brainstem, intact, basic life functions preserved. Cerebellum, damaged, staggered, unsteady movement. Add a virus or parasite that spreads through saliva and triggers these failures in sequence, and you have a scientific zombie, a biologically functional organism driven by primal circuits. Could it happen? We already have the pieces. Rabies for aggression, prion diseases for brain decay, parasites for behavioral control, and neurotoxins that paralyze or confuse. All it would take is one mutation, one pathogen with the right genetic code, to unlock the horror we imagine. But what's truly terrifying isn't that it could happen, it's that it already does in nature every day. Ants, mice, even fish fall victim to microscopic puppeteers that erase their instincts and rewrite their actions. Humans just have a more complex stage to perform it on. Or the zombie then isn't about the dead coming back. It's about what happens when the line between thought and instinct collapses. When the circuits that define humanity, empathy, reason, morality, are stripped away and the animal brain takes over. The result isn't a monster from a grave, it's a mirror, showing how fragile consciousness truly is. And that's the real horror. You don't have to die to lose yourself. You just have to lose control of your brain.